And then my youth leader was like, bruv, like, you're actually sick, but you're talking about like guns, girls, drugs. And I didn't do drugs, didn't have guns, didn't even get any girls, yeah. So I was like, you know what it's like council estate, you're just around badness 24/7, so it's kind of hard not to get involved.
You don't know, it's from Bishop's Guildford. You don't know, but yeah. He's like, yeah. Bruv, you don't know. Anyway, but sometimes I reckon you could meet a celebrity, he's a dick.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It kind of like
that's
kills
happened
it.
a couple times.
Has it happened?
I'm not going to say no name.
Tell us, bro. No, you want to put it on wax, bro.
You have to be strong in it. You don't cry, stiff upper lip,
keep
it moving, that kind of stuff. Then I thought, bro, I lost the closest person in my life. But what I want to do now is cry. But everyone's telling me, no, I've got to be strong.
Boom, when you see me in the city, rollies, APs and rich millies. I'm with Kieran, that's killy. Got the protect on the rest of you silly. You know, so the G's them trendy. But we don't care if it's trending. You wanna buy one, then ask Henry. But we stunt on them, so don't tempt me. Like Kieran and Manu, all of the haters got left back. He went from kicking ball to man selling watches. Man, go and check that. So many legends, we're talking Premier League. Man, respect that. The broad walk, it was all talks. That was broad talks, you better get that. So many legends, we're talking Premier League, man, respect that. They thought it was all talk, now it's broad talks, you better get that.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Broad Talks. It's me, Henry, here with Kieran, and another special guest. He's a rapper, he's an author, he's won 3 Mobo Awards for Best Gospel Artist. It's Guvna B.
How
are you, mate? You good?
Good, man.
Yes, my G.
You
alright?
Yeah, man. Good to be here, man.
No, finally get you on as well. It's nice. I'm glad
also, the author of our original intro.
Yeah, bro.
Keeping it moving.
What's going on, bro? I see you had to switch man up, bro, man. I wasn't happy about that, you know.
We were getting caught out in the copyright.
I know you. I love that song. That's why we put it on originally. But when we was getting ag from YouTube saying about copyrighting this, I said to them like, we've got authority from the artists, from the labels, but they were still saying no. So in the end, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make my own tune. Which is, we love it as well, but you are the original intro for our thing, isn't it?
The new one's sick though. I know Joey well. He smashed it, man.
Yeah, he done really well.
Yeah, he's done a few bits for like Rio and that, and we saw him on Ballers and Watches. Yeah. He did the bars on that, and we were like, oh, we need to get him to do something for us, something a bit more personalised.
It's more personalised to us, yes. But if I would have changed it if I didn't have to.
Nah.
I love everyone loves that track. Everyone says to me, sick intro track.
Well, we just got monetised.
Oh, is it?
Man's got monetised.
and all our episodes are getting demonetised, and I was out here like,
don't worry about it. I'm not taking it personally, man.
I thought that was the best thing to start with, but let's get into it now. 10 albums, 2 books, Guvna B. Tell me the story. How did it start? Let's go back to the very start.
Start from the beginning, bro. How did you get into it?
Do you know what? I grew up in East London, like council estate, custom house, and I wasn't really into music. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't really have like a lot of ambition growing up. And then Kano, who's like my favourite MC of all time.
Same.
He's sick, bro. And he grew up round the corner. He was like Plaistow, East Ham, Upton Park sides. And you don't remember like MTV Bass and that?
Yeah, of course.
His video.
I'm too young for that, man. Come on,
Swear down, man.
The box. Are you too young for the box?
No, I was on the box, bro. The box,
cool.
Nickelodeon, all of that, bro. But I saw P's and Q's music video on bass, and I was like, right, like he's round the corner and he's on TV. So my first like experience of writing lyrics was I wrote down the verses of P's and Q's, like you might see my face in a magazine or in a fur coat, and started spitting it back to myself. And I thought, right, I think I can do this. So I started writing my own bars. Just spitting them in school, like clashing, just saying dumb stuff, like taking the piss out of people's mums, all of that.
The classics.
Yeah, like I got a bit of a reputation.
Did you?
Just in the ends.
What was your name then? What was your like MC name?
I didn't even have one, but the first one I had was Guvna.
Okay.
And if I knew I was gonna be an MC, I probably wouldn't have picked Guvna B. But
really?
We was like, did you have like tag names in that back?
Yeah, of course.
Because like, I was Governor, one of my boys was like General, one was like Lieutenant. It was like a little army, and it just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
So is that where it came from? You just made it up with your boys?
Do you know
is his tag name?
Yeah, it was my tag, but it actually came from when I went to school in Romford. I went to school in Chadwell Heath, and in Essex, everyone's like, "You're right, Governor, it's a gang, Governor."
Yeah, it's a Gov thing. Yeah. All right, Gov.
Yeah,
Paul Ince, innit? Governor, innit?
Do you know what I mean? And it just stuck from there, really. And then I did this for some guy in my school, put it up on MySpace, and then it went mad. And then
MySpace,
really?
Yeah. From there, I was like building a bit of a name for myself, but I was going youth club as well. And then my youth leader was like, bruv, like you're actually sick, but you're talking about like guns, girls, drugs. And I didn't do drugs, didn't have guns, obviously didn't even get any girls. Yeah? So he was like, why don't you just rap about stuff that's like true to you?
Yes.
So I started rapping about more positive stuff, and it just went from there, really.
Amazing, man. Amazing.
And you sort of you've kept on that sort of wavelength now that you rap a lot about faith now, don't you? And sort of your faith in God. How did that start? Is that from that moment? Have you always had sort of your religion been a massive part of your life, or?
Growing up, I weren't really religious, but my parents were taking me to church, and I just like learned how to behave, even though on the estate and at school I was a bit of a wrong'un and always getting.
Well, it's natural to be naughty, isn't it?
Yeah, natural. But I was like, you know what it's like council estate. You're just around badness 24/7, so it's kind of hard not to get involved.
You don't know. It's from Bishop's Comfort. You don't know, but yeah. He's like, yeah. But you don't know. Anyway,
I knew you were going to say something.
But I weren't bad. I weren't into like the nitty gritty, but I was just around it.
Yeah.
But I learned how to behave from church. But when I was like 15, 16, my youth leader was like, if you're coming to church, you got to rap about it. So I started off like super on faith, just to try and prove that I was like a good person. But as I've got older, obviously my faith's like foundational to how I live. But I'm not like the brothers that you see on Oxford Circus trying to tell you I'm more of like, this is me, and I'm just positive themes. I want to inspire people through my music. So yeah, it's always been part of my life. But I think it was true for me when I was like 17, 18. Yeah, it went from there, really.
How do you feel like me, when I think of you, I think sick rapper. I know they always try and put you in that category of the gospel rapper.
Yeah.
I just think you're a sick spitter.
Yeah.
That's standard.
Safe, man.
Do you get upset about that you're in that category of like a gospel rapper, or do you feel like you're boxed in? Or I don't know. Tell me.
Yeah, I think back in the day I used to get upset because, you know, when you hear the term like gospel rapper, automatically you think they're dead.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you get like a picture that every single line is like Jesus, Jesus, Jesus or something. But that's not actually my music. So now I think, do you know what? It's actually worked in my favor. Because if I was just a spitter, there's just bare spitters, bro.
So many.
But now it kind of sets me apart. So I remember when I first done a tune with Wretch.13, he was like, rah, like.
Couldn't believe how good you was.
He's just like, you're like us, fam. Do you know what I mean? There's no difference.
Yeah.
He expected you to be like.
Well, really he knew my stuff,
innit?
But he just thought,
preaching.
I don't know what he thought really, but when I was chilling with him, he was just like, you're just a cool guy, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I want it to be like that. I almost want people to feel like, fam, you're just a normal guy that's positive and has something that drives him. Because at the end of the day, I think we've all got something that drives us. We've all got like a belief system of some sort, even if you don't believe in anything, that informs your decision making. But yeah, I used to get pissed, but now I'm calm.
Is there anyone like you've done a track, like you said, Wretch.13, where you're like, I can't believe I'm on a track with Wretch? Because Wretch is a sick.
Yeah.
He's a goat.
Nah, for me, he's one of the best.
Yeah.
And that he's probably one of them, but it was D-double-E, because I'm from East London.
Yep.
So I'm like, D-double, like the OG, bro.
Yeah,
like I grew up on your music. Like you were the sickest, bro, and still are the sickest.
Yeah.
And you're doing a tune with me, bro. Like
Mad.
it was mad for me.
How does stuff like that come about? Like doing a tune with Wretch.13 and D-double-E.
Yeah.
Is it like your people reaching out to their people, or is it just like Instagram DMs?
Do you know what? Mine's always been like personal relationship, you know? Like I've got to know people at like events and stuff. We get on, we'll swap numbers, follow each other on Insta or whatever. And then I might find a tune that they might fit quite well on. I'll send it to them. They might be like, nah, I'm busy at the moment. Or they might be like, yeah, I'm on it. And everything's just happened real organically. I find that, you know, like when you got someone that's like big or whatever, and there's no relationship and you're just chasing it, don't often happen. I like when it's just natural, bro, and organic. I feel like you get a more authentic piece of music off the back of it.
Is there anyone like you would want to collab with? Anyone who you think like, I don't know, it could be anyone in the world. Who would you want to collab with?
Kano, bro.
Kano?
Like, that will symbolize like full circle moment. Like he's the reason why you started music. And now you've got a tune with him, so he'd be up there.
I love Kano. He's probably number one artist for me.
It's Sully, isn't it?
Do you know this
guy?
Sully.
Yeah. He's like, he calls me Sully. He calls me Sully. He's like, that's Sully.
I like Sully, you know.
How old are you?
Kano's probably my favourite.
24.
Yeah, so he's young.
Yeah.
For me, obviously, I'm way back. I'm older than you guys, so yeah, I grew up on that. Wiley, Kano, Dizzy Rascal, all that. So
that's sick as well, you know, that like there's some people that will only know him as Sully, bro. Like he's
know.
managed to
I knew him
reinvent
before. I
himself.
knew him
That's what I'm
before.
saying.
I knew him before, but I still wouldn't be able to tell you.
No,
to
but he's
this
such a
day.
great actor, right?
Yeah,
He's a
exactly.
sick actor.
He's on
I
right.
love it when people can do that.
Yeah.
Like go between 2
100%.
things like that. It's mental.
Yeah, but you're right. Kano for me, number one. So you a track with Kano.
Yeah, that would be up there. And then Kurt Franklin probably, because
Yes.
my family were just banging his music from
Yeah.
young. So like he's like the OG of gospel artists. So I feel like for like Mumsy,
Yeah,
that would be
we
sick.
bang his tracks as well in our house.
Yeah, he's
Kids love
wicked,
it.
man. I don't know who else, man. Kano and Kurt Franklin would be up there. Or Lauryn Hill. Like Lauryn Hill would be mad for me.
Yeah, Lauren would be sick.
Yeah, but then I'm about like, you know, stuff that feels sentimental.
Yeah.
So like it's not even who the biggest artist is now, but for me it's like if it was like Heartless Crew, I can take it back to a moment where I first like fell in love with their music.
Yeah.
And if I was to do a tune with them, it would just make me think of back in the day, and that would be special for me. So yeah,
Heartless Crew, they played at your
birthday,
birthday, no?
Yeah, my birthday. My
guy,
30th.
He's
had
getting
some
it.
mad parties, innit?
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to my next party. I can't wait. It's gonna be. I'm gonna try to get Kano. You know.
Yeah, it'd be
So
sick.
I was saying to my friend Dean, because his birthday is similar to mine. I said, let's have a massive party. Let's get Kano. Let's get Gets. But no, Kano's like he seems like not out there right now. You know what I mean? It's hard to talk to. He's very like, nah, forget it.
Yeah, that goes into hibernation.
Yeah.
He'll just come out at certain times.
Yeah.
And
So I
on
respect
mission.
it. I respect it. That's no problem.
Gets
But
his head down, man. But you know what we were saying about him with like obviously music. Now he's known for like being an actor.
Yeah.
That's what like you lot have done, bro. Because there'll be people that don't know that you play football, bro.
yeah, I know it's mad.
And
Isn't
just
it?
know you from watches, bro.
It's true.
I think it's sick when you can like reinvent yourself. You
Mm.
know what I mean?
Well,
Constantly evolved.
That's what all the comments are saying. They're like, is that Kieran Richardson? Like, a lot of
Is
people
it?
don't even follow us for the fact that Kieran
Yeah.
used to play ball. A lot of people just follow for the watch content and
Mm-hmm.
the content we're putting out there, which is the best thing for us.
Funny, how I got to Metgov. It was weird. I was going through YouTube. It's crazy. I'm always on YouTube, looking on YouTube, and I saw this young kid. Was it Link Up TV?
Yeah.
It was like 6 years, maybe 7 years ago, maybe. And I saw this young kid spitting, and I was like, wow! It just it touched me the way he was spitting, because what he was saying was so real, and it wasn't about the normal stuff we listen to, but it was just hitting home to me. And I thought, you know what? I looked him up. I think it was Instagram. I looked him up on Instagram. I DM'd him.
I remember,
I felt I don't know if God was calling me just to DM him and say, I can't remember what I said. I was like, yeah, I was sick, whatever. And then we got talking. I remember I sent that same clip to my a guy called Buck, who's Giggs' manager.
Remember that? Yeah.
I sent him the clip and said, yo, watch this guy. He's sick. It's sick. And I think he contacted you, innit?
Nah,
Oh,
what happened?
Go
So that
on.
was my behind bars freestyle.
Yeah, go on.
So you was getting mad over it. I
Yeah.
think you sent it to bare people, but
Yeah.
yeah, you was buzzing. And then you was like to me, oh, you should do like a daily duppy,
Yeah.
like a DRM one.
Yeah.
Then I was like, yeah, I want to. Then you sent it to Buck,
Mhm.
and then Buck was like, oh yeah, you're right, he's sick. Then he got in contact with DRM Daily.
Yes.
They booked me to do a daily duppy. So
Wicked.
yeah, you kind of connected the dots.
And the
that
Daily
way.
Duppy was wicked as well.
Yeah, no,
I love
sick.
that one as well.
I name dropped Buck in it as well. I should have
Did
name
you?
dropped you, to be fair.
Nah, but listen, when I saw something like that, I just thought, you know what, I just got to send to people because it's amazing. And from there, we've just been friends, man. It's just gone on like,
Been a while now, innit? That was like,
Yeah.
what, like nearly a decade ago.
yeah, it was ages
Mad.
ago. And I went to see you, 3 weeks ago to the festival.
Oh, my show,
Yeah,
yeah.
he sent me a video.
I sent him a video. I was
was
like,
it?
of the intro song.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How does it feel like it's a private? Because I was there. I don't know. It's enough people. I don't know how, bro.
It's 30,000.
Is it 30,000?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and you're on stage and you're just doing your thing, bruv. And it's like you're doing your songs, but in between your songs, it's like you're not preaching, but you're giving like a message, and it was really hitting me. I was thinking, wow, this is mad. Like, when you perform, do you think about that, or just let go of the flow because like you was giving like a good message? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't really think about it. It comes naturally. So
Yeah.
sometimes I'll be on stage, and it's weird, bro. I might catch eyes with someone. Obviously,
Yeah.
there's bare people there, innit? Thousands. But I might catch eyes with someone, and I just think to myself, oh, if they're going through a hard time, I want them to hear something
Yeah.
that might make them feel a bit more positive. So I'll say stuff like, oh, like, I think you're here for a reason, yeah? You're not here by
Yeah.
accident, or something random. But yeah, I think random stuff just comes
Yeah,
from my
like,
brain.
it was hitting me, bro. I'm not even gonna
Yeah.
lie. But the festival was wicked. It was sick, man. It was a nice time.
Do you know what's
like-
mad though? I get more nervous doing stuff like this than performing to like
Do
30,000
you?
people. Because when there's so many people, I don't know if it's the same when you're playing football. It's like you can't see no one. So
Yeah.
it's like no one's there.
Yeah, it's true.
But when there's just like 2 or 3,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a scout at a game or something, or it's just you two. I'm
Yeah.
mad nervous, bro.
Yeah, I
It's
know what you're
weird.
saying. It's true.
I feel the same. I think it's because of the setting of there's just three people talking and you're speaking to cameras. But I've had the same. It's not quite playing Premier League or playing in a concert, but playing a cup final in rugby, like you're supposed to be really nervous. But I still to this day, even though we've done like 15 of these, I get more nervous for this than I've ever been for anything else.
Maybe it's just
I get it, but you're really good at it, so you shouldn't really. I know.
Yeah.
It's like natural. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes.
Exactly.
But even before gigs and that, when you're like going out, you don't get nervous when you're going out to gigs.
It's like a nervous excitement. Like I want to do it, and I actually like the fact that I feel nervous because when we went into the pandemic, I couldn't perform for 2 years, and I realised that I've actually taken it for granted. Like I've taken my job for granted. Yeah. Like first time I started doing it, I was like, flip, this is sick. I get to get paid for doing this. It's mad. And then it becomes normal, and then you start to get a bit lax. And then in the pandemic, I was like, I actually proper miss it, bro. And it made me think about the future, like when I retire and I can't do it no more, how gutted I'm gonna be. So now I go back, I'm like, I like when I get nervous because it means that I'm gonna like make the most out of it.
Yeah.
That is one of the few good things about the pandemic, which came out of it. Is I think it opened a lot of people's eyes to what's actually like important and what actually drives you, and like the way people came out and spoke out their mental health and stuff like that. Ever since it's really just started driving people. It's the reason we started doing this.
Yeah, and I felt like in the COVID, it brought our family more tighter together. Like I couldn't go to work. I was indoors with the kids and that. Do you know what I mean? It was like we were going on walks and things like that. It's like I'd never usually do that type of stuff. It probably like took it back to basics.
I'm the same, man, because my little man's like 2.5, and I always think back to the pandemic, and I'm like, if I was doing my normal job, most of the summer I'm gone. Yeah. But I never missed him like walking, saying his first words, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, that's proper sick. Obviously, I didn't earn as much money, but you can't put a price on stuff like that, man.
Definitely.
So from young, born in East London, right?
Yeah.
West Ham fan?
Oh, it's a bit of a sticky one still.
Is it? West Ham fan, bro?
Nah, so I grew up a Man U fan,
East London Man U fan makes sense.
This is sticky. I'm not gonna get ripped for this as well. I don't think I've told many people this year.
Go on.
And then when I went secondary school, St Edward's, Chadwell Heath, the back of the playing fields backed onto the West Ham training ground. Yeah. And then my boy was like West Ham schoolboy, so he was a ball boy at the games. Started getting me tickets and that. I'd go like kids for £1 when they used to do that. Yeah. And like the Canio, I'm like, bruv, I'm never gonna go to Old Trafford. Do you know what I mean? I'm like 12 years old, living in the ends. I'll just support West Ham now. So it was West Ham from about 11, 12, and I never looked back really. Like I think a lot of people don't realise this. If you're from East London and you're West Ham, it feels like you're part of a proper family, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I love being a West Ham fan.
The West Ham fans are crazy.
Yeah, they are.
I love their support.
Who do you support?
I'm an Arsenal fan.
Well, Arsenal.
Yeah. But this is what I was leading on to. But now it makes it even better, the fact that you said that you were Man U from young. How did it feel then when Kieran reached out to you, play for West Ham, play for Man U?
It's mad, isn't it?
It's mad how that's come full circle. Yeah. Premier League winner for Man U, play for West Ham Academy.
Yeah, it was nuts. I can't lie, man. Stuff like that is surreal when it first happens. And I'm like, rah, I was probably gassed, bro. Like, I was probably playing it cool to you, but I was like, babes, like, Kieran Richardson. But you know what's mad? Like, when you start meeting people that inspire you, people that you grew up on and that kind of stuff, you like have a relationship with them, you just realise that like you don't need to be gassed over everyone, bro. Yeah. Like anyone, because everyone's just normal human being. And obviously, me and him will banter when it's just us two. But this guy's the nicest, most down to earth brother. So
he's mad.
But he's mad down to earth. So then it kind of gets rid of all that like, oh, I'm gassed, because it's just like he's just a normal guy. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I'm the same now. Now through Kieran, met quite a few people, and like. Obviously it's amazing when it begins, but then you start realising they are just normal people.
Well, we are. Everyone's just normal. We are just normal.
Just working at 9 to 5.
As you said, just working 9 to 5. When you meet higher celebrities, they're just normal people. We know that anyway. Yeah. But you're right. But sometimes I reckon you could meet a celebrity. He's a dick.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It kind of like
that's happened a couple of times.
Has it happened?
I'm not going to say no names.
Oh, we need that.
Put it on wax, bro.
I'm waiting for the TikTok clip right now.
Right, on the real, do you know what I've learned? It's not even that they're a dick, It's that I don't know what they're going through that day.
True.
And I might be the 100th person that they've had to speak to. So I remember, obviously he's cool. I've met him a second time. Will Smith, he was calm. But the first time, bruv, he made me feel like a waste man, bruv.
Did he?
He was almost like, why are you talking to me, fam? Do you know that kind of energy?
Yeah.
But then after that, I was like, to be fair, it's Will Smith. Everyone's coming up to him. He's probably just tired or whatever. So I've learned not to take nothing personally, man.
You're 100% right there, because you never know what they're going through at that time. As you said, you could have been the 1,000th guy, and he's just pissed off, basically. Like, you know what? Like, allow it. Like,
you got to think how many people like that day he's made their day.
He's the most famous guy in the world.
Yeah,
that's
literally.
it.
So let's be real. I'm not, he's entitled to have a dick moment.
Yeah.
Like, even when he slapped up my man, Chris Rock. Like, that's mad though. He's been cancelled now, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
He's uncancelable. There's no way.
You're right. He's kind of uncancelable, but I feel like
it was a lot. At
first, I thought it was fake. I thought it had to be fake.
Yeah, I thought it was the Oscars making a.
But you know what? When I realised that it was real, I thought that's not like an instant reaction. That's like a build-up of like months or maybe even years of just disrespect. And he's thought, I'm going to take it out on you.
Yeah, there's no way he was even angry at Chris Rock. He was.
Yeah,
he's angry at himself.
That's another question. Would he have done that if it was P Diddy standing there doing it?
Nah. I don't know, maybe.
Do you think it was because it was Chris Rock?
I don't know, but all I know, so see me, I'm quite a calm person. It takes a lot to get me really angry, but if you get me to that point, I don't know what I'll do, bro.
Yeah.
So I think if you push anyone to that point, who knows, bro? They could do that to anyone.
Yeah, it's true.
I think he almost did it to him because they're like they've been friends before.
Yeah.
And I think it's
remember he's a comedian as well.
Yeah.
Will Smith is a comedian, right?
Yeah.
So I thought he'd get the joke.
Yeah, should be able to take it.
Still to this day, I don't know what's going on there, but it's clearly something.
It is mad.
It's clearly deep rooted, and as we know, we don't actually know what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah,
so it's so hard to comment.
But no, I say that to say, obviously when Kier reached out, I was gassed, but it was cool. But I think everyone's got like a couple celebs or heroes that they'll get super gassed over meeting.
Oh, who's yours?
Who's yours?
I don't. For me, like if Jay-Z reached out, I'll just humble myself. Do you know what I mean?
Why are you looking at me guys?
Because I reckon that's who you'd say.
Oh, is it?
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Nah, for me, super gassed would be Denzel Washington, because I'm a massive movie guy.
Yeah.
I love movies. You ask my wife, I'm constant movies. Denzel Washington, someone like R9 Ronaldo, even though I've been in a picture of him before, but people like that who I've looked up to as a kid, that's what I get gassed off.
And it's not even like super, it's like they just command respect. So you
Yeah.
see, I would be bantering and I was like, with Jay-Z, none of that's running, bro.
You're right, though.
He's commanding my respect, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He comes across that way, very bullish.
Yeah.
Nah, McConaughey for me.
Who are you?
Matthew McConaughey.
Is it?
Really?
Goated actor.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
Yeah,
Sick,
best actor, and just a good gut. Like I've listened to his autobiography, and the way he talks is just.
Yeah.
I had to listen to it. I read it, and I was like, I have to listen to it because I know that he speaks it as well. It was just sick.
So faith-wise, obviously, I'm a believer of Jesus as well. You are as well.
I remember your journey because I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then that
We've never spoken about it on the show. So
serious?
Haven't we?
No,
I thought we spoke about it.
Nah, not really. That's why I've never really had the
he's
conversation.
You was brave with it, bro. I don't think you understand. Because for me, like, iconic images, the number one is Kaka.
Yeah.
Where he had I think it was I Belong to Jesus.
Yeah, sick. Wicked
and I was
moment.
like, mad, bro. And then the next one I remember was you at Sunderland.
Yeah, Sunderland.
When you lifted up your top. And was it the same message?
Yeah, I belong to Jesus.
And I thought, like Premier footballer, bro. Being that bold, for me, that was mad inspiring.
Especially in that time as well.
Yeah, because I found that at that time, you see the Muslim players, they're just bait with it. Like, they don't care.
Yeah.
But if Christians were a bit more like low key, so when you did that, I was like,
the Muslim players are definitely more bolder at a time. I just feel like at that time in my life, I was so close to God, and I was going through a lot, and my faith was so strong. And as you know, constantly battles like in and out. 1 minute I'm close to God, I feel like I come away.
Yeah.
But I always know that He always loves me no matter what, and I always come back to where I'm meant to be. But at that time, I was so on power for God. I'll give you a story. I remember, mad story. I signed for Fulham. Martin Yole was the manager. Martin Yole.
You've done well. We've got a few goals at Fulham.
Yeah. Martin Yole was a massive Christian. He's massive. He's a Christian as well. Yeah. Martin Yole. And I remember I was going for an injury. I was getting injured a lot, injured all the time, and I couldn't he said, "Come up to my office." I went up to his office, and I sat there, and he was like, "Kieran, you're always like injured and things like that." And I was like, "You know what? If it's God's plan, it's God's plan, isn't it?" He was like, I remember. He sat me there. I was like, "Listen." Mine, like, listen, God, innit? God, I was all like, probably so strong. I was like, I'm here where I'm meant to be. And he was like, yeah, Kieran, but sometimes God will want to go to the physios and get blood treatment. I was like, yeah, I never forget.
Just go to the physio, man.
You tried to use God as your way out.
No, I wasn't using my way out. It was just where I was so like, whatever happens, like, and I feel like no matter what, it is what it is. I wasn't too, but I remember he looked at me and he must have thought, "Rah, this kid, man, the joker, bruh." Because he's a believer as well, so he couldn't really like. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like do you find like, as I just said there, sometimes I come away from it and I don't lose my faith. I'll never lose my faith, but I do see the difference where if I'm not in the Word, I'm not reading the Bible, I feel like my spirit can.
Yeah.
Do you
know what's mad? I think, especially in the day and age that we're living in now, there's so many like temptations, so many opportunities to get yourself in difficult situations. Life is just a madness, like rising cost of living, there's war in different countries. There's so many things that can like tarnish your mind, bro, and get you in a bad space. So I think you almost need something that centers you. And someone said something to me the other day. They was like, everything you do does something to you, yeah? So if you're putting your energy into something positive, whether it's like reading the Bible, whether it's praying or whatever, that's doing something to you. That's filling you with like positivity, inspiration, hope to fight the day, all that kind of stuff. So that when all the temptations, all the distractions come, you kind of got something to help you fight against them. But if you remove that positivity from your life, it's just like you're an open target, bro. Like, so I think it's important for me because it centers me, bro, and it provides that protection. But life is hard, bro.
I know.
And it's not even just for like Christians. I've had so many people that either they're atheists, believe in something else, come to me the last couple of years and be like, bro, like I'm going through it. I've lost my mum, I've lost my dad, or I need something. I need some hope. Do you know what I mean? So I think a lot of people are going through stuff at the moment.
I want to come to you, Henry, about that. Obviously, I don't know. Do you believe in God?
Nah, I never have growing up, and I didn't go to like a school, or I wasn't in a family where that was sort of. I wasn't brought up that way, so I've never believed. But going off what Gov just said, I've always just said, if that's what helps you, like gives you something to like drive towards, or helps you drive to what you're looking for, then I don't care. Like, you do you. We can all have separate beliefs, but as long as that's helping you do things positively, that's all that really matters.
I feel like when I have God in my life, I feel complete. As a person who doesn't have God in his life, do you ever feel like is there something that quite missing? Or do you ever feel like that yourself?
You know what? I have at points, and there's a guy I went to school with, and he was a massive Christian at our school, but he lost his faith, and then he left school and he refound it. And then I went to visit him at uni, and I was having like a really good chat with him, and I was like taking it up, and like he gave me the New Testament, and I was like reading it. And I was thinking maybe something like this could like give me a bit more drive to sort of find a bit more purpose in what I was doing, because I was thinking about dropping out of uni at this point. Like I was really confused. I was like, maybe this is the right route, and I didn't go down that route in the end. But yeah, I've thought about it. But
I always think like life's a journey, man. You're gonna go through seasons of life where you meet people that might offer you something that could be inspirational, even if you don't take it up at that point. The seed's there,
that's what I'm saying. I just thought just then the seed's there for him.
No, but that's why I'm always interested about how other people got into it, because for me it was like if it's not drilled into you from young and you're not raised on it, then it's not going to happen. But then I hear these stories of people finding it later in life, and I'm like, actually, if they found it, then who knows what could happen to me.
What actually happened for you? I feel like you've kind of shared it with me before.
So
but you didn't grow up, innit?
Similar to yours. So I always used to go to church with my nan. When I used to go to my nan's on the weekend, every weekend I'd go to my nan's. No, in East London, Walthamstow.
Oh, Walthamstow.
Yeah, so my dad's from Walthamstow. So my parents were very young. They had me very young when they were 16, 17. So they were every weekend, you know, they want to go out raving. So they were slinging me to the nan and granddad's. Do you know what I'm saying? They're 18 years old, 19, 20. They're going out doing their thing. So I'd go to my nan and granddad's every weekend, and I'd always go to church with my nan. But as you said there, I'd go, but I would never really pay any attention. I'd go for like years. And then so I always knew the name of God. I knew God. I knew Jesus and things like that. But I never paid it any mind. I was probably like you know, like we go to school and you read the encyclopedia, come from the monkey. You know what I'm saying? You look at it and look, we started from the monkey all the way up. I was like that. Oh yeah, I go around. Yeah, we're from Monkeys, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? I was like that. And then I met my.
That's a point to me.
No, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? They're in the books, encyclopedia. So I must have been about 22, 23. I met my wife, well, my girlfriend at the time, and she's a strong believer of Jesus.
Oh, from before, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because her mum's Muslim. Well, she was Muslim. Now she's not. She's come from Muslim to Christianity because she's from Sudan. So I met my girlfriend at the time, and she was like, "Oh, I told her about my grandma. She's like, I want to meet your grandma. Let's go church." I was like, "All right, cool, let's go." So I went to church with my missus. It's like this, yeah. I'm not even paying attention to the man up there. I'm looking at my girlfriend like that.
But the same man don't do anything for girls, you know. You did anything for her.
I was looking at my wife there, like my girlfriend at the time. I'm not even paying no mind. And my nan's like, "What's going on?" Anyway, so she was like, I said, "Oh, let's go away. Let's go to Barbados." Went to Barbados, and then from there, obviously, I fell in love with her, whatever. And then I started going to church through my wife, and then. In the end, it became like I wasn't even paying attention to my girlfriend no more. I was fixed on the word. I was like getting more like, let me start reading this Bible, like getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And in the end, I became more of the more not more believer, but more of the focal point of the two into the Lord. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? It was mad. It was crazy.
It's mad when you see people change like that, man.
I'm guessing it goes through phases though. Like there'll be points where she's more of the focus and driving you guys, and then there's moments where I'm guessing that's just happens in faith families.
100%, because we're all human, innit? You can't keep up at that level 24/7, bro. You're gonna have your down days, your good days.
I do feel like as well where I've come away from the word, I can see the difference in the family. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like I need to be the focal point, the one who gets us on it, because everyone else kind of follows like my kids, my wife. Do you know what I'm saying?
What do you think the best thing to do with like your kids is when it comes to like faith and religion? Do you give them the option and then?
No, so I just take them to church. I want them to happen organically. I don't force it down them like saying this. I don't do that. So I just let them happen organically, like I was a kid. You just hear it in the back of their head, but ultimately it's going to be their choice.
Facts.
It's their choice, not me. I'm not going to be like, but I try and deliver to them the correct what I believe is true, and they're gonna have to submit to God. They're gonna have their relationship with Jesus. They got to do it, not me. They're their own person.
I'm the same, man, and I think obviously I have what I believe, but if I'm forcing my son to be a certain way, he's gonna get older and think, bruv, I was just doing this because I was forced to. Like, I want him to make his own decision. But up until that point, I think there's great principles with Christianity. Do you know what I mean? Like loving your neighbor and kindness and generosity and that kind of thing. And that will never ever be a bad thing for him to learn. So, yeah, man.
Definitely, it's true. You 100%. You're right. When you read it, it's nothing negative. It's just being positive. Like you said, love one another. I love everyone. You know, I want everyone. I always say to people, my best friend's Muslim. Like, no matter what happens when we die, I want to see you in heaven. I want you to be there. I want everyone to be there. I want everyone to be there. Doesn't matter, whatever. I want to see you get there. And I believe it's a hard one, man. It's hard. I don't want to go too deep, man. But I just want everyone to get to heaven, man. I believe that there is a heaven, and I want to see everyone there. And God wants to see everyone there. He loves everyone, and He wants to see everyone in there.
He's going to start a church team, bro.
No. It's making me want to go to church.
Nah, it's good. It's sick to see how much of a positive impact it's had on you, though, man.
Yeah.
Proper inspiring.
But I, at one point, I wanted to be, I don't know, I said maybe I want to be like, not a pastor, but...
Preacher? Or
not the same thing, but just like...
Hey, do you know what, though, You say that, bro. I think, you know, like at clubs and that, football clubs, rugby clubs, they always had like a chaplain.
Yeah.
I'm like, that role needs to be like reimagined, bro. Because from what I've heard, the chaplains are just like, you can't really relate to them. They're old school and that. I'm like, if you had someone like you, bro, going into clubs, that the man them could think, he's actually good to talk to. I can tell him anything and he's cool.
Yeah.
I imagine there's like massive controversy though with all the different type of religions at a club, isn't it? Like,
it's true.
Because people think that you're just trying to push Christianity onto all the players when there's Muslims there.
There's probably more Muslims in the team than Christians.
They could just have like a well-being person. He's like, I'm just here to talk to you on a level, help you if you need.
Well, that's what we were saying with Anton. It's that footballers just need more guidance and sort of people to help them through their whole careers.
When you're writing your lyrics, do you think about like the message you're putting out and like I don't know, because when you think about it, when you're spitting, you're kind of like, for me, when I listen to you, it relates me to God, and like it kind of like preaching to me.
Yeah.
Do you feel it when you're writing your lyrics? Do you think about that?
Do you know what? I think it's almost second nature now. So I'm not writing lyrics thinking like I really want to talk about my faith. I'm just writing lyrics about what inspires me in the moment. And I think naturally, because of who I am and what I've opened myself up to, it's going to come across positive. And I think there's a few artists that do that, even if they're not Christian. So like, I'll listen to like Gets' latest album, or a Little Sims, or a Michael Kiwanuka, and think, I don't know what it is, but it's just making me feel like positive. Yeah. And I think it's just overflowing out of the kind of people that they are. Do you know what I mean?
Do you listen to negative music? Well, I say negative. Do you listen to it? 'Cause I do.
Yeah, I do.
It's mad, because even though I'm out here saying whatever, I'll go in my car now and put on Future.
Yeah, but I tell you what, there's some stuff that I think, this is a bit too much for me. Yeah. So if it's like flipping talking about girls in a negative way, swearing like literally every single line, then that's just not enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
But if it's like, it's a negative tune, but I like the beat, the flows are sick or whatever, I'm old enough for it not to influence me to do a madness.
Yeah.
And also, it's your thought on what they're doing to the kids that listen to it on TikTok and stuff like that. Yeah.
But I'm like, when you put kids in front of that now, that's when I'm a bit more careful, and I'm like, they're young and easily influenced. They might actually go out and do that madness. Yeah. But in terms of me, I look at it no different to how I might like watch a gangster film, bro. Like, it has the same effect on me. I'm just enjoying it for the storytelling, for the flows and that. Yeah. But the kids thing makes me feel uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie, man. Because it's like, your daughter's my son. Are they gonna start taking that for gospel truth? Like,
it's true though, because when I drop the kids to school in the morning, I have my moments where I've got Drake on or something, and then it's saying a certain thing, and I feel like, bro, it's like my kids are listening to it and they're singing along to it and things like that, and subliminally it's going into them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wait, but do you know what though? Yeah, with kids, the other side is they're not deep in it, because there's tunes I listened to when I was younger, whatever it was, bro. Even like Tom Jones' "Sex Bomb" and that, I didn't know what it meant, bro. Yeah, I was just singing along, and then I'm older and I'm hearing it, I'm thinking, bro, is that what I was? Do you know what I'm saying? I got
a story, like, just to re-emphasize that point. I went to like a sports camp. It was called Barracudas. Basically, my parents didn't want to look after me in the summer holidays, so they sent me to this camp. And then we had to do this dance at the camp at the end of the week as your whole class. So we did one, and I was like, I'll pick the music. I took in Black Eyed Peas, My Humps. And I'm like 7 years old. Take it in, and I tried to get the whole. I
was like a big man when that tune was like, oh god.
But I tried to get the whole class to dance to it, and then my parents got called in at the end of the day, and they're like, Henry brought this in. Like, does he know what it means? It's like, at that age, no, you don't.
Don't know.
But I'm 7 years old trying to get 15 other 7-year-olds trying to dance to My Humps by Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah. But I do believe I don't want my kids to, like, when I'm putting music on and it's cursing and things like that, I don't want that to be the norm to them. Do you know, even though it's real and we do swear, I swear all the time.
It's the norm though.
You're right, it is the norm, but I don't want it to be the norm. Swear, I don't like swearing.
Yeah.
Do you know? I swear. But when you rap, you don't swear.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't have to. It's
there you
weird,
go,
bro. Like,
I saw a quote about you. I refuse to conform to the negative stereotypes of rap. Do you think that describes you, or do you think it is now just a second nature to you?
I think naturally who I am as a person.
Yeah.
Because of how easily distracted I was as a youngster, if everyone's going that way, I automatically want to go the other way, innit? So I'm always questioning.
Poet said that. Poet said
oh, is it?
Exactly. Poet said the same thing. Go on.
I automatically want to go the other way. So if everyone's swearing in their tunes, I want to show I'm the sickest rapper, and I don't even have to swear, bro. Yeah. Because sometimes people are not even swearing because they want to be bad. It's just a sick filler. If you're rapping and you can say it, and you can't think of a word to say, just put it there and you're done.
Especially the freestyle.
Man.
Can't think of any words.
So you feel like your vocab more better than someone? Or?
Yeah, I think so, because I'm taking out 20% of what I could be saying.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm proud of that. But I just want to go the other way, bro, because I've been so easily led. Like, even with my watch journey, I only really started looking at watches because from the ends, everyone that was talking about watches, when they made a success on them, they just got bust downs, bro. Yeah. So I just wanted a bust down, bro. Till I started chatting to you and a few other people, and I was like, bro, you don't need to do that, bro. Like, it's a good investment and all this stuff. And I think, man, I've just learned so much from the wrong people that now I'm questioning everything, bro, in the way I operate.
Let's go into watches, man, because obviously we talk about watches as, sometimes we lose focus, sometimes we talk about your journey, but watches, obviously you've loved watches since a young age.
Yeah, but it was more from like watching music videos and that. So like I was saying, I just wanted to bust down because like I'm a sick rapper if I can afford a bust down. And then I went off watches because I was like, that's not really me. I'm not really like the guy to just get something to stunt.
That's a negative stereotype of what,
Do you know what I mean?
what the rappers are presenting.
Yeah. And the game changer for me is when I lost my dad 2017 and I was there the morning he passed in hospital. Then when I was looking at him, I was like, right, like man just worked all his life and did everything, sacrificed everything for the family and never really got to enjoy nothing, I don't think that's right. So I was like, I just need something. I'm like not a flashy guy. I'm not really into much, but I want to get into something that can symbolize you've worked hard, you're successful, but isn't like a depreciating asset. Because I got a nice car or whatever. And the only thing I could think of was like watches. I like how they look. When I have a nice one on, I like how I feel. And so I started chatting to you, bro.
Yeah.
And then you was like, this is the one you should get. And what I rate about you is he's mad honest. Because I wanted to get...
Really?
Yeah, no, he is. He is. And I
yeah.
rated it. I wanted to get a Cartier Santos, black one.
I do like that watch, but yeah.
Then he was like to me, right, do you want to get it because you like the look of it, or do you want to get it as an investment? And then I was like, I want to tick both boxes. Then he was like, don't get that one then.
Yeah.
And then he was like, get this one. And so that was my introduction.
And then you got the black sub, Rolex black sub.
Yeah, and I got the black sub, which I love, and I think we're gonna go for the Steel Daytona next.
Yeah, next one, Steel Daytona. Well, you listen, they're two great watches, and
I love that I can hand it down to my son and that. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Because so you gave me good advice, to be fair, because I bought it a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And there's something that you can always buy at like a milestone in your life, and it reminds you of that, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that's why a lot of people like them as well. They're like,
nah, it's true. Every time I look at it, I'm like, this is when my dad passed, and I put out an album inspired by him. That's what it symbolizes.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So I'll probably have this. I'll probably never sell it.
Yeah, you won't.
Do you know what I mean?
You won't. Things like that, you won't sell them.
But do your watches always like mean something to you, or can you just? Is it like an investment, this one, or this one like symbolizes when I started Broad Talks or whatever?
Yeah, we've had a few people come on the show as well to say that, haven't they? That symbolizes things. For us,
Dean Forbes buys one every time that he has a big milestone.
Yeah,
Dean
does.
Sale or something.
Every time he sells $1 billion company, he buys a watch.
I'll have none.
But when it comes to us, I think it's obviously you've got the watches which you're buying for clients and things like that. But then you've got the watches which you've bought, like let's say your birthday or your wife's birthday or your anniversary and stuff like that.
It's hard for me now because obviously I love collecting watches, but because I'm around it so much and I have we have so many different watches through our hands daily, I kind of lose the love. I'm talking about for myself. I lose what's the word I'm looking for? I get
sentimental value.
Yeah, desensitized to it. Like I'm not like.
Do you think it's gone, apart from the ones that you already have that are like sentimental, everything from here on in is just like straight business?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
But even though I love them, they're great watches, but straight business. If you want to buy it for me tomorrow, take it. Go.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I got my dream watch now, but then I could get, let's say, 30k more for it in a year's time, I've got a year's wear out of it. It's my favourite watch. I'm selling that on for 30k and I'm buying my next dream watch.
But as Gov said, if it's something like someone's passed in your family, no matter what someone puts on the table, you ain't selling it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think that's the difference of being in the game and not, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unless I was making stupid money, I think it would always be, I'm a simple man. I would just be happy if I had one steel one, a rose gold, a black one. I'll be calm.
Yeah.
Give one every single kid that I have, then I'm nice.
Yeah, that's cool, but you can only wear one at a time as well. But it's good to have a bit.
In London, you can't wear none, bro.
Yeah.
Sticky right now.
It's true. You got to be careful.
But you've never had any madness.
No, so we're touch wood, man. You know,
don't keep anything on you. That's
even that.
Has it always been this mad though? Because obviously I speak to people that I'm friends with, quite a few footballers. They're like, I'm not even wearing my watch out, or I'm going to Dubai and I'm getting a replica.
Well, they're just high targets though, aren't they?
Yeah, I think it's how you carry yourself. What scenes you're around, where you're around. If you go into these nightclubs, it's your targets. They're there, and you know people are there. But for me and for us, we're insured, so I'm not too stressed too much because nothing's worth anything.
Oh, yeah, so sorry, man, because I don't sit down with like watch experts often. Yeah. Insurance,
Yes.
So obviously I'm insured, but if someone comes up to me in the street, nicks my watch, how easy is it to claim off that? Because surely
it depends what your insurance is on. You might have your on house insurance.
Yeah.
So it's like that watch has got to be in your house when you get robbed type of thing. I don't know what your.
No, they're like you can wear it anywhere. If it's in your house, it's got to be in a safe. Okay. Other than that, you're covered.
You're okay. these insurance companies, they're so like, they look for every little hole, bro. Honestly, so many friends of mine who have been like, their shop's been robbed or whatever, they've lost their watch. These insurance will pick any little hole to get out of paying you out. Man. Don't get me wrong, they will pay you out if it's. They will pay you out. I'm not saying they won't, but they will look for little holes and they will question you like fully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think they pay out more often than not. From
they do pay
for
out.
the people who have had experience.
Yeah,
from,
same.
They've just a lot of the time they don't even pay them the cash. They actually replace the watch with a like for like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will they pay out for anything?
What do you mean anything?
Like any watch, like if I had a watch that was the value of like nearly $1 million.
Because you got to tell them what the value of the watch is. Like we do all the time. How many clients of us say, "Can we have valuation because they're insurance?" And we make a valuation up for them, and we give them the value of their watch, say 20 grand, and if you lose it, you get 20 grand the valuation.
Yeah, the reason why I was asked because I'm not losing my life over a watch. So if someone comes up to me and they're like, "Take it, bro,"
that was the first thing like Kieran said when I started working for him. Is like, if anyone ever approached you, your life's not worth it.
Yeah,
it goes to them. We're insured.
Nothing is. The other day, my brother texted me, sent me something, said that one of his friends got stabbed in the heart over a watch because he basically said, "No, you're not taking it." Remember, these guys don't really want to kill you. They just want your watch. They just want the watch. And he put them in I don't really know the ins and outs. I don't want to go too much in.
But he had to make a decision.
Basically said no, and he had to make a decision. And obviously he lost his life over it.
Sad, man.
Over a what? It don't make sense.
Not
anything. No material thing. Anything is worth your life because you're not here to wear the watch now. You're not here to do this.
Exactly.
Facts.
You know.
What's your? You said you talked about your dream watch. What's your dream watch?
Patek 5712 moon phase.
You love that watch, don't you?
Yeah, since the start, it's always been my favourite.
No. I'm not dismissing that watch.
No, he does. I know he does.
No, but he always talks about it like every day. I'm not dismissing the watch. It's a beautiful watch. What is your perfect watch? Yeah, pick one.
If I was going rose gold, it would be the rose gold day date with the green dial.
Olive,
or the black ceramic AP. You know, like the open worked one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that watch.
Oh, you want the skeleton?
Yeah.
Bad boy.
Harlan Van Dyke got that.
There's one I like, but my boys always take the mick out of me. You know the black Grail, Patek Philippe, like the carbon one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? Which Patek? Which one?
It's like Patek Nautilus carbon.
Carbon,
but they call it like the black Grail.
Oh,
it's got like this.
Is this some sort of like aftermarket stuff?
It's got to be aftermarket.
But it's worth something stupid. But they're like, no, the watch is dead.
Yeah, because like if I don't know what it is,
I know the one. I know the exact one. It looks like it doesn't look like a metal, does it?
No. Exactly. It's got like a mad design on the.
It's aftermarket.
It's aftermarket.
My boy sent it to me, but it's worth like $2 million, I think.
Yeah, really? It's worth something stupid, bro.
2 M's.
But that's the other thing, though. Just because a watch is worth something, don't mean people are paying that, right?
It's also not worth that. Like they say it's worth $2 million, but no one in the game's paid.
A watch is only worth what someone's willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's just plain and simple. What was your question there? What was you gonna say there?
No, I was gonna say that because say like the black sub.
Yes.
I'll see these pages. In the last 2 years, it's gone up X amount. Is that just like a face value valuation, but no one's actually gonna pay that price for it, or is that what they're saying that people are paying for it at the moment? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. People listen. As you said, a black sub, say 15 grand. If that's the market for that, and people are paying 15 grand for it, that's what people are paying.
Yeah.
But if don't get me wrong, people like us
people need to realise there's a market where there's between 12 and 15, because the reason it's going at 15 is because people are buying it for a little less and making money on it. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a watch market.
Yeah.
So obviously, the people that are paying for 15 effectively, if they find the right person, could get it cheaper. But,
of course they could.
But the reason they go to those people is because they don't want to do the work and they're willing to pay the extra to.
I found the whole thing fascinating, man. It's sick that he managed to make a successful business out of it, man. It's mad.
Thanks, man. We're just trying, innit? We're doing our thing. We're YouTubers now, though, innit? We're YouTubers, bro.
All right, so what? We're watch dealers trying to be YouTubers. But
YouTube's big business, though.
Rapper gone author. 2 books.
Yeah, man.
You got 2 books.
2 books, yeah.
Second book last year, right?
Yeah, second book last year. That was called Unspoken. It was about masculinity.
About toxic masculinity, isn't it?
Man.
Stuff like that. I had a little...
Elaborate. No, I don't know. I don't know. What's this? Tell me.
So I first started thinking about it when my dad passed, and I was like, all my life I've been told as a man, you have to be strong in it. You don't cry, stiff upper lip, keep it moving, that kind of stuff. then I thought, brother, I lost the closest person in my life, but all I want to do now is cry. But everyone's telling me, no, I got to be strong. So I tried my best to be strong. And then I was on tour, California, about 3 months later, just walking along the beach, and I just burst into tears, bro, yeah? And when I was crying, it was like, I was crying for my dad, but I was also crying for like everything that I've wanted to cry over in my life. Yeah. But everyone's told me, nah, you got to stay strong. And then after I finished, I just felt that this freedom, bro, that I can't explain. And then I thought, bro, like everyone's telling me it's bad to cry about, but I feel good after this, bro. Yeah. So like, if you're a guy and you're thinking that you feel vulnerable, speak to your people about it. You want to let it out. There's nothing wrong with letting it out. So I just wrote a book, basically for the guys in the ends, or not even just young guys in general, that there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable, like as a guy. There's nothing wrong with letting stuff out. There's nothing wrong with like facing your emotions, and there's nothing wrong with being strong and fighting it. But you just gotta feel what comes naturally to you. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I wrote
amazing,
it.
Bro. I want to read it.
Yeah,
I didn't know you wrote a book about it, because it's mad. You're totally right. I never saw my dad cry. I might have seen my dad cry once or twice when he had a mad car crash and all the families come together. I was like so happy that he didn't die.
Yeah,
he might have cried then. I don't know what it is. Have you seen your dad cry? I don't know what it is. We just, as men, we don't cry.
Yeah.
And like the last show with Anton, I cried. But it's my emotion. Yeah. It is what it is.
And I'm not saying like every guy's got to cry. I'm just saying, if your mind and your body's telling you you need to let something out, like, don't fight against it. Nah, just do it. Do you know what I mean?
I can't help it. If my eyes are watering up and my body's telling me, it is what it is.
It's mad, because I now think it's got to the point, especially me in the circles I'm in, it's a sign of strength, like letting those emotions out and like, owning them. Rather, like, it's more weakness thinking that you have 100%. To hold those in.
And it inspires other people. It gives them permission that I'm like, rah, my man's like being vulnerable. I can do that too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
The fact that you're writing a book about it, and the fact we're even talking about it now, it shows like it don't matter.
Yeah. But I think for like, like we said, we've never really seen our dads crying. I think that generation was just, they had to be strong, like, do you know what I mean? It was so tough. Like, my dad comes from Ghana. Don't know your parents' backgrounds or whatever, but I feel like we had different challenges. But now it's like the whole mental health conversation, even though it's hard, we know that we have to make space to make sure that we're healthy mentally. Otherwise, it's not going to be good for us.
Yeah.
I mean,
the world is definitely going in the right direction now with that all. And I think lockdown actually genuinely is one of the biggest advocates for that.
Wait, go on.
Go on.
I was going to say, that the world's going in the right direction, yeah? Do you think that like the football world, for example, or rugby, like change room culture, you can still get away with saying some of the things that we used to say back in the day?
I think the world's going in the right direction, but I think football's still going in the wrong direction. No, football's going in the wrong direction. The world is, but football's not.
Listen, I've been in many changing rooms, and it's ruthless in there. Things get thrown around. And
there's still some stuff which they refuse to say on the podcast.
Straight. Some things I can't even say. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I like commend the guy that came out, the young gay footballer. Yeah. Things like that, amazing. Because there's loads of gay footballers, but they feel they can't come out because of whatever the reason. So many, the backlash from, I think, me personally, I think it's more, not the footballers, the backlash, the fans.
Yeah.
They'll be on their back.
Because they just open themselves up to more abuse, aren't
they? They got no limits, bro. No boundaries.
No boundaries.
But do you think, like, football's still so far off, like a gay footballer in the Prem, for example, being able to come out? Or do you reckon we're getting closer?
I think we're getting closer.
Because I think it's the fans thing, bro.
I think we're closer, but we're far away.
Yeah, I think we're closer.
I don't think I'm talking like 50 years until the fans grow up. Like, you've still got those old boy fans.
Brother, I had one the other day. Obviously, I'm a West Ham fan, and because I work a lot with the club, the fans know me now, yeah? So I'm walking out the stadium after the City game, last game of the season, and then guy sees me. They're like, Governor, give us a wave, so I go like that, whatever. His boy goes, "Oi, Pogba." And then his friend goes, "You can't say that, bro, that's racist." Then he goes, "I swear." "Oi, Zuma." And his boy says, "You can't say that, bro." And I'm like, they love me, bro. Like, and they're still like that. So imagine people that they hate. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Other fans. Like, I'm one of them, and they're saying that to me, bro. Yeah. So imagine like opposition fans. I think it's mad.
It's just such shit.
Just not educated, bro. Yeah. They're not. You know what I mean? It's just like it's horrible. When I hear like that, that just pisses me off.
Yeah. And I also feel like,
it's just, but you know what? The guy next to him, fair play to the guy next to him, checking him.
Yeah, 100.
You know what I'm saying? You need that. Yeah. You need the guy to check. Say, bro, allow that. And that's the only way change is gonna come. 100%. Because if you go back 10 years, the guy next to him was going, Pogba with him. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I do feel like we are kind of. It's a hard one,
man. You know what? He's only even saying that to try and get a laugh out of the people around him. So that guy probably will go back and think, well, if my mates didn't rate it, why am I saying stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like so that's exactly why people need to.
You hit the nail on the head though, because even that, I'll be at games and someone will say something mad, and I'm like, I need to say something. Saying no's, that's not cool. You know what I mean? So it's like down to us as well, isn't it?
Down to us to speak up. It's true. If you see something bad, you just pull them up, and hopefully next time they won't say it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My boys, like, especially maybe it's because I'm like, a bit young. My boys have always been so good at that. Like you say one bad thing, like they're straight on.
That's good.
On it. Yeah.
And you're younger generation, so maybe it's like changing.
Yeah, but you still. I've even noticed it though, like still from a young age, that like racism was just like what's it called? It was like not allowed, but it was like banter. And then we got to the age of like 16, 17, 18. And then it was just like struck. It was like, no, that's not banter. But everyone was like, it's just like a bit of banter. And then
it got normalised, didn't it?
It got normalised for a bit. And then all of a sudden at our school, it just got like shut out straight away. But obviously people don't have the same education and the same people teaching them the right things.
What school did you go?
I went to Bishop Stortford.
Oh, see, because I saw some West Ham. The academy used to play a few games at Bishop Stortford.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm laughing. I don't even know why I'm laughing.
He's on to you, man.
Nah, we recorded an episode with Poet.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been aired because the file got corrupted.
Yeah,
but we were
a sick episode of Poet. We're gonna get him back on the show.
But we were talking about. He asked me where I was from, and I said Bishop Stortford.
No. You went from Angel. Oh, bruv, you're not from Angel. Don't lie.
Angel.
This is from Angel. I live in Angel. He lives in Angel now. So he went Angel. I said, bruv, you're not from Angel. You're from Bishop.
Rep your heads, man. Where do you say you're from? Do you say Kidbrook?
No, I say Blackheath. But originally I'm New Cross.
You're not from Blackheath,
No,
bro.
I'm
Because I say Blackheath, bro, but I want people to think I'm doing alright.
I do say Kidbrook as well.
You know, the same postcode, did it?
But originally I say New Cross. Because that's where I was born. I was born New Cross. I left New Cross when I was 7.
That's why people remember you from the streets as well in football.
People in the comments saying New Cross, right? All the time. But really and truly...
Adventure Playground.
Yeah, really and truly. Kidbrook is where, as you know... Because you're right around
the corner, yeah. I've been asking about you though. No one remembers you, bro. I'm joking. Anton was killing me when he was like, "Oh yeah, when we was younger, Kieran was the best by far." Everyone knew it. I was like, he loved that.
I got grief in the comments for saying, "Oh yeah, well you were CDM and you were a 10." But they're like, "Oh, they're at age 7. They don't know what position they're playing." I was like, "Well, they both played in the Premier League. So I think they know what position they're playing."
People just love to get on you online, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's mad.
It's the first episode we've ever had people get on us.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it? That one.
Any press is good press.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but you know what I'm saying. But listen, it's part and parcel of it. People come in the comments. It is what it is. I'm not taking a pinch of salt. So listen.
No, Allo, mate.
Yeah, Allo, mate.
How's that going?
Yeah, it's going alright, man. It actually started by accident. I was in New York, and like they just love the English accent out there. So I was like, "Yo, mate, how's it going, mate?" And then they was like, "Oh, sick, yeah." So I thought, said it in a lyric, and then everyone started saying it back to me. So I just put "Allo, mate" on a t-shirt, and it went like mad. So yeah, we've just done a little clothing line off the back of it. But I don't really know about fashion, so now I want to get like someone that really knows about fashion to turn it into a proper label. Because at the moment it's just artist merch. But yeah, I Is it?
So I know one.
Careful, but my wife's watching this.
Some lady I know, she done like her own brand for bigger people.
Oh,
and it went into Selvages and things like that.
Mad.
So maybe I can connect you.
Yeah.
Because as you said, if you've got something going on there, if you're into it.
No, I'm into it. I just like finding different avenues to go into, man. Because obviously I'm like 30s now, but I can't rap him forever, innit? So I like to have like, I'm doing the author stuff, I'm doing a lot of presenting, the Allo mate stuff's going well. So yeah, I just like having different avenues.
Have you been on Sky Sports?
Yeah,
been on there.
I saw you on there.
Pundit.
Do you know what? People have been getting onto me, but it's hard though, man. Because you get one thing wrong, fans are just jumping.
Football fans are ruthless, man.
Yeah,
ruthless.
Yeah, ruthless.
I got something wrong the other day.
What did you get wrong?
I was at the Palace game, Celebs Park, West Ham. Yeah.
So what you actually doing the thing?
Nah. So I started off with the transfer show, talking about what players might be coming.
That's
in.
what I saw you in Jan. I think.
Jan. What players going out? So my show is Good Morning Transfers. Then off the back of that, West Ham got in touch, and now I do like all their. When their new player signs, I'll do the interview and that kind of stuff.
Oh, wicked.
So that's how it started. But the other day on Sky Sports, I was talking about the Lanzini goal at Selhurst Park. And I was like, yeah, obviously we won 3-0. Fans were like, we didn't win 3-0. They nearly beat us. They come back 3-3. I was like, flip, man. I made a mistake, bro. I forgot.
Yeah.
But they're onto you straight away, bro. So you got to know your stuff, man.
You got to do your homework.
Yeah.
You have, especially the punditry, like I speak to Rio about it, you have to put the work in.
Yeah.
Like do your homework before, no players' names, no scores, no history.
100%.
You got to do it, otherwise you get found out.
Yeah.
They'll know that you didn't watch the game. They know you don't know players.
Of course, bruv. They're onto you straight.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it, man. But now, like, where I know a few players in that, I'm trying to do it in, like, a clever way. Because sometimes, you know, like, they've probably got Sky Sports on, like, at the training ground and that.
Yeah, they have.
Wow, this guy's talking about this player's coming in, he's chatting rubbish. You don't know what he's talking about, that kind of stuff. So you got to be careful because sometimes they try to set you up.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Declan Rice? And I'm like, I know him, but I don't really want to talk about him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just got to find ways to talk carefully.
You don't want to talk bad about him, or even though it's all good. It's all good.
No, you just don't want to say something that might not be true. So if they're like, do you think he's going to be leaving? Well, I don't know.
You don't know.
What I mean? Yeah.
Everything that you know, you're being told through.
Yeah, exactly.
People that don't know either.
Yeah, and
Most
if you are being told something by players, that's confidential information, so they're gonna know it's. Do you know what I mean?
It's come from you.
Yeah.
Do you think Declan Rice will stay at West Ham?
Exclusive Raw Talks transfer news.
Nah, I'm joking. Listen,
I hope so.
No, he's a sick player, man. You know what? I'd love him to come on. We should get him on the show. I'm gonna reach out to him.
Yeah.
That'll be good. He's got a nice little connection.
Yeah, he's into watches.
I see him with. Alright, so answer me this. Yeah, I'm geeking out. So the new sub, with the date.
Sprite.
Is it true that you have to wear it on your other arm?
Nah, but it will just dig into your
Because
dig into your wrist, won't it?
everyone that I've seen wearing it, it's been on their left arm, and everyone's commenting like, "Oh, they're wearing it on the wrong wrist."
Because if you wear it on that hand, when you go like that, it will press into you, right?
But it's preference, really.
Yeah, but it happens like when you do that anyway on
Yeah,
your
it's
your
true.
right hand, so it's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
Okay.
I know people
but like, there's watch snobs in it.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
Of course. Like even me, like even though I know about watches, we're just learning every day as well. There's so many things I don't know about watches. I'm trying to learn, educate myself all the time.
You're good though.
Don't say that.
No, but I'm real. Like, I don't know
yeah.
everything. There's guys out there who knows how many mechanical things are in a watch, this and that, power reserve, whatever.
But you're better on the market than you are on the specifics of the
I'm better
watch.
at selling, bruv.
Yeah.
No, but you're saying
Stone
that, but you're
cold
not
seller.
like you're not like a Del boy, bruv. You're an honest seller. That's why I think you're good. Because you always tell like, I can't remember what I wanted to buy. And you was like, don't get that. Then you was like, yeah, get this Daytona. It's going to be worth. Yeah. Then I'll trust your word because you've told me not to get something that I really wanted to get. And you could have probably easily sold it to me. So I think a good seller is like an honest seller rather than gifted a gab. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you get those ones and then you're not going to go back to them, are you? So you got to sell honestly.
Yeah.
If you sell badly.
I've said before in previous, I will try. I just want people to enjoy your watch, but try and win as well. I don't want anyone to lose on watches. Even though you said you liked it, it's cool. It was a nice watch. But there's a watch there you liked and it's going to hold value, hopefully. Yeah. We never know what happens, but I was trying to...
What's the refund policy, bro, if it doesn't?
I'll sell it for you, bro. For sure. I'll buy it back. You know me. Like, listen, I'll buy things back, bro.
I'm never selling this one. This is my first one, so...
But as I said, I just want everyone to just enjoy their watch and hopefully holds its value. Yeah. And I know over experience, I know certain watches which don't. You know what I'm saying? So I can only try and put my experience onto you. Like,
do you tell these lot like the horror stories as well? Like the most you've ever lost on a watch and that kind of stuff?
I haven't really lost on a watch in probably...
because he just holds it if he thinks he's going to lose.
No, it's serious.
I haven't lost any money on a watch in a long time.
Mad.
Even though we're going through this little crisis at the moment, prices are coming down, but prices are coming down on everything. Watches, cars. This is what's going on with the world right now.
Just show you that it's a normal investment.
It's a normal.
All the investments are coming down.
Yeah, stocks. Yeah.
But I've had my time where I've lost on watches. I've bought my Frank Muller's and Jacob and Co.'s. These brands, whatever. I don't want to go too deep into it. I've learned my lesson. Yeah. So if you get burnt, you don't want to keep getting burnt, right? You learn from it.
Suppose if you like it though, even if you're gonna lose out, you might as well just keep it, right?
Yeah. I've still got them.
That's what I'm saying. Doesn't lose because he hasn't sold them.
I've got like 50 watches.
I've still got them, mate. I've still got them. No one wants them. I can't even give them away.
All right, last one before we let you go. Top 5 UK rappers in your opinion. Let's go.
That's all.
Can I give my top 5 after? I'll do his, but obviously he's the main.
You're
the musician. You know the insides with this lyrical, but I want to do mine as well.
All right.
So all things considered, like flows,
everything,
bars, everything. So number 1, I go Kano. Number 2, I go Gets. Number 3, Wretch. Number 4, Dizzy Rascal. Old Dizzy, not new Dizzy. Number 5, this is hard. I'm gonna leave someone out. Probably have to go Skepta, you know.
Bruv, you know you left
Probably have to
that.
go Skepta.
Dave. You know you left that Dave.
No, Dave.
No, you mad.
He's still got a few. He's still got a few. He's sick, but he's still got a few years to get there.
A lot of old school ones in there.
Yeah, because a lot of them will probably be in mine as well.
Yeah,
for real. Like
a new school list will be different.
Yeah,
but for me, all time, because I'm 32 now. Do you know what I mean? So
I'm still young, though, bro.
For me, Kano. I probably have. I need to have Dave in top 5. I just love his music. Gets would be in there. Wiley would be in there for me.
Oh yeah.
And I like Skepta. Skepta's sick, but I probably put. Nah,
it's hard, isn't it?
I was gonna say D-double, you know, but just so you know in Mighty Mo for me, bro.
Oh yeah.
And there's no one in the world that can tear a party up like Heartless Crew. I don't care what anyone says. I've had all these guys. I've had Skepta, all these guys at my birthday party. They were sick, wicked, Frisco, bad. But Heartless, when I tell you, when Mighty Mo and Bushkin get on that mic,
different
levels.
But you know, like you with your age, with the grime guys, I'm like you with like the garage crew, because I kind of missed that boat. I knew they were sick, but I didn't grow up on it. It was like slightly missed it. Yeah.
Nah, when I was at school, it was all Skepta and JME.
Yeah.
For me.
Skep, man, he's cold.
Yeah, he's cold though. But don't really see him no more. Like I don't know what he's doing, like a fashion. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think everyone's like evolving, man.
Yeah.
Because he's probably nearly 40 now. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, he ain't 40, bro. He's like young, maybe young. He might be my age, 37, 38.
Yeah, late 30s.
Yeah, you're right.
But he could pop back up with a sick album anytime. But he's probably thinking diversifying, innit?
Yeah.
Who's your top 5?
So, this is where we end the show.
Don't feel it could be any artist, not just.
Alright.
Oh, go on, do
rap.
rap.
Dave would be my number 1.
Dave.
Bishop Stortford.
Stormzy's in there for you.
Yeah. But he'll be low. Skepta will be up there for me. I've seen him and BBK live like 3-4 times.
Mad.
And he's
didn't they do one of your parties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
BBK, they was sick. Shorty, Frisco, Jammer.
That's the one I missed, bro. I come to your first.
Jamie weren't there. You should have come. Honestly, it was sick.
I saw him at Red Bull Culture Clash.
That was sick. Sick.
Culture Clash.
That was sick. That clash.
They need to bring that back, man.
Bro,
it was sick.
Was you there?
Yeah.
Did you go?
Friday night. I was supposed to be going to school the next day. I went up there with 3 of my mates.
Did you?
Just got wrecked.
Oh, that must have been sick. I watched on my laptop live, and I was going sick.
Bro, just moving to each corner where they were coming on, mate. It was
mad event.
So for that reason, I'll stick Jamie in there as well, just because I rated Skepta's brother. I'm trying to think who else. I only know Dizzy Rascal for the meme songs and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
I forgot Wretch, man. Wretch, you know what? Wretch is so cold.
Lyricist, bro.
Honestly, so cold.
God, I'll stick Wretch in there.
The whole movement, just cold.
No, that's decent. I thought Bishop Stortford was gonna say Spice Girls or something like that, man. To be fair.
UK rap. I was like, thinking of 5 names in UK rap.
Tell him Pop. He's on it. Yeah.
What did you think of Drake's new album?
I'm not even calling it an album, man. Do you know what though?
Bruv.
On the first day, I was like, nah, this is dead.
On it,
Couple tunes are grand on me though. Sticky and massive. Listen to those
sticky ones still, maybe.
Yeah, I need to hear bars, bro.
Do you like it?
Nah, I'm not.
I've listened to it once, and I thought it was rubbish. But it's like anything, you keep going back to it. Yeah. But I don't think I'm gonna go back to it, bro.
It'd never be my favourite. But do you know what? Shorts, Marbella, it might go off, bruv.
Yeah, because it's like a housey vibe, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, wicked, man.
Wicked.
All right, man, it's been amazing, bro. You coming on, thanks, respect, man.
Cheers for having me down. I was bare nervous. I was like, bro, I ain't got watch collections like you, man.
Nah, no nerves, bro. We just come and it's real. Have a laugh, bro, and see how it goes.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's been good. Click, subscribe. We always say that.
Guys, please like, subscribe, comment down below. I'll leave Governor's socials down below as well. Please give him a follow. Go check him out. His music's cold.
Go on YouTube. Check his music out. It's sick.
Yeah, it's cold. Cheers, guys. We'll catch you next time.